Back to the analyst desk for a look at the Unicorns of Love's second win in the spring.
Well, thank you very much, guys. And a 2-0 week to start off for the Unicorns of Love in terms of will they fix their inconsistency issues? Rather, that is a fantastic start. So let's look at how they did it today. Vel'Koz pick coming up on the side of Giants, so something unexpected, but UOL again with a game plan. Yeah,
the Vel'Koz I think was a little unexpected. Just when you look generally in the meta, it's a champion that we've seen in multiple competitions like once, twice. I actually don't think it's one that Europe has seen almost any play outside of support. When we look at the Vel'Koz pick, very high damage late game, but at the end of this game, Vel'Koz for a solo laner or damage dealer actually was the second lowest. Only Shen had lower damage, and you'd expect that anyway. So for this champion that, you know, late game is just going to destroy people, Peppy never really got the opportunity. A couple of team fights he had, he just blew people up, but just never was able to output consistent damage the entire time.
Yeah, definitely not.
UOL got off to a great start, I was going to say, because you guys tweeted out a storm, and one of the tweets we wanted to read out was from @TheTitan84. Diamond procs. He looked a lot more like Season 2 Diamond rather than Season 5 Cole. I mean, it is, of course, a little bit true.
So in order to become a Diamond, you need to put Cole under immense pressure. And after a few years of struggling, Diamond steps up. Last year summer, he averaged less than a single kill plus assist before 15 minutes on average for the entire split. In the last 2 days, he's averaging 2.5 kills plus assists in the first 15 minutes, but it's from planning. Everything that has happened has come from a clear game plan. Very early in this matchup, there was a ward that was placed in the Scuttle Crab. This gave information of Ku's pathing and jungle route on that Kindred. Diamond then used the timing on that to allow him to counter jungle. He stole camps away from Ku and away from the Giants' jungle. This meant that when Ku went up to look for his jungle, there was nothing there. It allows Diamond to be in the right position at the right time to come up to this top lane and help out Chachi. He has a level advantage from the counter jungle, and he's just in a better position to help Chachi. It was very smart play, and it's something that, you know, Krep and I were discussing just before the game ended. And it actually led to an argument or a disagreement between yourself and I, Shots, because Martin was praising UOL's shot cloning and strategy and saying the best we've seen. I'm inclined to say yes, because I can't remember UOL actively split pushing, actively using their comp to their advantage. It's an old trick, the Z split push, but it worked.
The counter argument, Gnar, Chachi, a couple of games last season, I remember definitely good split pushing. I think it's going a little bit far saying that this is the best shot calling we've ever seen from a one game.
Early assumptions. This is the theme.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
We have to determine it all, but
it was impressive nonetheless.
The main thing I think, sorry to interrupt, the main thing I think about Chachi's Gnar is like that took a long time to scale up, right? He needed to have a good lane that led to it. I'm very impressed with UOL. Just in some of their early game decision making. I want to see what happens when they don't have a lead after 10 minutes.
And don't get Zed for Fox and getting... We're not letting you talk.
It's okay. I'm going to get in because I want to go all the way back to that ward because it seems insignificant at first when you look at it. But you look at the pressure Diamond procs applied top lane. I mean, we very rarely, if ever, Krepo and I were talking about this and we were trying to rack our brains and think, how many times do you see a support leave that lane that early just towards Scuttle Crab because you know that a Kindred is like not really going to be able to gank that easily. You'd assume most jungle paths are covered, so that Scuttle Crab seems to be a very easy target. And from that, you just read so much early game information. And coming to the shot calling, if they can use these little tricks from Hylissang, these off-timed roams, these off-timed wards, in conjunction with Diamond procs, I think that is where the early game from the Unicorns looks very, very good in these first two games.
And especially because Kindred is going to mark one of those, or the potential is there to mark those targets early on. So you've also got the player mindset as well, the champion mindset. So just very, very smart heads-up play from UOL, and they're 2-0.
Fantastic start for the Unicorns of Love, and back to the drawing board from the side of Giants. And we need to go on cooldown, but in just a few minutes, Elements and Splice will go at it as they try and carve out their spot in the European LCS. Don't go anywhere.
I actually feel a bit tired.
No, guys.
No, please. I'm gonna spill half liter of the water on your face. If you say that again.
Oh, yeah, I'm so alive.
Diamond goes forward. This is gonna be first blood, or is it just enough to lock him up? First blood as Adam teleports too late, and they might get even more. Who will fall? Fox is low. Audrey's got no more backup, but he's got a rocket, but he's stunned, and Diamond's going in. Adam goes in for the taunt. There goes the Lamb's Respite, and Giants are staying alive inside of it all, but Audrey will melt. Chachi, everyone's going low here. Peppy will dodge away, but it's not gonna be enough. It looks like the Unicorns are running rampant over the Giants. The Unicorns of Love will start off with a 2-0 in spring.